There was once a poor man who could no longer support his only son. One day the son said gently, "Dear father, our life has grown too hard. Let me go into the world and earn my own bread." With a heavy heart, the father gave him his blessing. At that time, the king of a great kingdom was at war. The young man entered his service and went into battle. The fighting was fierce. His comrades fell around him. Even their leader was struck down. Fear began to spread. But the young man stepped forward and cried, "We will not let our homeland fall." His courage steadied the others. They followed him, and victory was won. The king honored him above all others, gave him great treasures, and raised him to high rank. The king had a daughter of remarkable beauty. Yet she had made a solemn vow. She would marry no man, unless he promised that, should she die first, he would be buried alive beside her. "If he truly loves me," she would say, "what would life mean to him without me?" She promised the same in return. Many suitors turned away in fear. But the young man, moved by love, did not hesitate. "If I outlive her, I will keep my word," he said. "My love is greater than my fear." And so they were married with great celebration. For a time, they lived in happiness. Then the young queen fell gravely ill. No physician could help her. She passed away. The young king remembered his promise. His heart trembled. Yet he did not draw back. He was sealed inside the royal vault beside her coffin. There were 4 candles, 4 loaves of bread, and 4 bottles of wine. When these were gone, his life would end. In sorrow, he ate sparingly. He drank little. Each day felt shorter than the last. One day, he saw a snake glide toward the queen's body. Fearing it meant harm, he struck it with his sword and cut it into 3 pieces. Later, another snake appeared. It saw the lifeless body and disappeared briefly. Then it returned with 3 green leaves. It placed the pieces together and laid 1 leaf upon each round. At once, the snake was restored. The leaves remained behind. The young king felt a quiet hope awaken within him. He placed 1 leaf upon his wife's mouth, and the other 2 upon her eyes. Color slowly returned to her face. Her breath stirred again. Her eyes opened. "You are safe," he whispered. He gave her bread and wine. Strength returned. When they knocked upon the sealed door, the guards heard them. The old king himself came down and found them alive. Great joy filled the kingdom. The young king kept the 3 leaves carefully, entrusting them to a faithful servant. "We do not know when they may be needed again," he said. Yet something unseen had shifted. Though the queen had returned to life, her heart no longer seemed as it once had been. In time, the young king set sail to visit his old father. His wife traveled with him. On the journey, her thoughts grew restless and distant. She forgot the devotion that had saved her. She allowed herself to be drawn toward the ship's captain. One night, as the young king slept, she and the captain cast him into the sea. They believed his story had ended. But the faithful servant had seen everything. Quietly, he followed in a small boat. He found his master in the water, and once more used the 3 leaves. Life returned. Together they reached the old king first. When the truth was revealed, the old king hid them and waited. Soon the queen arrived, speaking of sorrow and loss. But the chamber door opened, and her husband stepped forward alive. She fell to her knees. The old king spoke calmly. He gave his life for you. He brought you back from death. Love requires loyalty. Without it, even miracles cannot endure. The queen and the captain were sent away upon the sea, and their path came quietly to its end. The young king had faced death twice. He had loved deeply. He had suffered betrayal. Yet he learned that true strength lies not only in courage, but in faithfulness of heart. And from that day forward, he ruled with wisdom and through loss, knowing that life restored is also life transformed.